Humans make 35,000 decisions a day. 95% are irrational. Why is everyone irrational? We have the explanation of how and when this happens. Are you irrational or just human? Irrational Humans, where I talk about body language, micro-expressions, behavior economics, behavior science, neuroscience, consumer behavior, persuasion, influence, how people make decisions, irrational behaviors.
Warning, AI is making a generation of stupid people. Do you use AI? And let me tell you how many times during evolution, things that we think they're going to help us actually make more damage. Don't get me wrong, I use AI. I like to say my fact that we're beautiful brain need help. And I use it as much as I can. I'm dyslexic and I'm Asperger. So I can rely on any tool to make my life easy, to communicate better. I will gonna use it. But the risk of using AI for everything and forget about who you are is bringing a generation that already have problem with soft skills, communicating, getting their thoughts together. I cannot believe that I'm doing a public master class about communication to improve your life, helping people to communicate better. I love the class. I have a lot of fun, but I cannot believe at this point in my life I need to give a class to help people doing this. But anyway, going back to Irrational Humans, MIT, Microsoft, and Carnegie Mellon reveal AI hiding codes, and it's happening inside your brain right now. And by the way, to make your life simple, because that's the idea here, I did a 50-page case study with the recopilation of everything so far done regarding this topic. You can find the link below, or you can go to LinkedIn, Google Susan Ibitz, and you can go, by the way, register to the newsletter, and you can download for free, yes, for free, the study. Let's talk about the Pulse study. Researchers divide 54 students, participants in 3 groups, and assess them for 4 months. Over 4 months, they were assessing them. And these 3 groups, JATTP LL group, used JATTP exclusively for essay writing. Search engine group used traditional web search like Google, no AI. They use Google, Yahoo, whatever tools, that search tool you can use. Brain-only group, meaning wrote the essay using only their memory and reasoning. So let's put it JATTP, Google, and only your brain. And here is when I get it complicated. My lovely, dear, irrational human. The key findings were your brain stopped trying when you use JATTP only without putting your brain on it. The more you use AI, the less your brain works. You forget what you wrote. Once you switch to AI, it's hard to go back. Using AI first made everything worse. Now, this freaked me out. And now you know that I'm into neuroscience. Now I'm embarking in my 3rd master in neuroscience and neuromarketing and understand the brain. I have the podcast, I have the blog, I write, I do videos about irrational humans. And don't get me wrong, I'm irrational too. But my McDonald's is my brain. And you need to understand this. No matter what you do in life, when you fuck your brain is fucked. So imagine what this is doing to kids that are going to college, to kids that are going to do a master. The people you're going to be hiring is getting infected with the AI. Up to 50% less than brain activity. 55%. The JATTP group consistently show the lowest neural connections on brain engagement, up to 55%. Again, I'm talking about pandemics, epidemics, whatever you're going to say. We have a society who doesn't communicate, doesn't talk. They hate each other. And on top of that, you see those utopian movies. Again, I love AI. I use AI to write emails, but I don't let AI take my voice. I use AI to help me, not to replace me. So if you use AI, you need to understand that AI is weakening your brain engagement, impair memory and ownership, reduce critical thinking, accumulation of cognitive debt. What it means, this is a little more complicated to understand. Researchers coined the term cognitive debt to describe how repeated reliance on AI tools defer mental effort in the short term but lead to long-term costs, diminish critical thinking, decrease creativity, and increase to be vulnerable, difficult word, to be more susceptible to manipulation. You already have a bunch of things in your house that you don't need. Let me tell me, how many people in the United States have a storage unit to storage things they don't use? I didn't get to that point yet, but I remember when I came from Europe 25 years ago and says, why do we have so many storage units, like to storage things? And I remember going with a friend to a storage unit and says, why all these boxes? Oh, I love my iPhone and I keep the boxes. So you're telling me that you're paying $150 a month to storage boxes? Yeah, because if I'm going to resell it, people want the original boxes. Huh. Do I made it to the wrong country? 25 years later, I don't get to the storage box, but I have my 3-car garage full of things that maybe I didn't go. Anyway, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to incriminate myself. The point is, cognitive debt defer mental effort in the short term, but result in the long-term cost. Is make you to be more vulnerable, to be manipulated, decrease creativity and communication and critical thinking. Critical thinking is what allow you to understand when somebody's a psychopath, is manipulating you. If you're in the right situation, you're taking the right career. If you have the right friends, you're on the right job and the right work. So again, use ChatGPT. I'm not saying not to use it because ChatGPT is not going to take your job. Someone who knows how to use ChatGPT is going to take it. But don't let AI decide who you are and how you are. It's so easy to read articles that you know there are AI. I stopped following. I unsubscribe from blogs. There are only write by AI because if you write it by AI, I'm going to ask AI the same information. You want to learn soft skills. You want to learn a little more how to do this on the right way, how to start the recovery process of your creativity, imagination, understand what is manipulation and not let them to happen. Take a look on humanbehaviorschool.com. We have short classes and we have long classes. We have boot camps. Decide what you're going to take. We have classes from $10 to $99 to boot camps. Again, they are more expensive. Do it in your own way. That's the reason we have the differences. But do something to stop this craziness. And you want the complete study, again, the 50 pages, I take the time, not held by ChatGPT, to write. So you can read everything that is going on. This is deeper and deeper and deeper. And I think you need to take a look. My dear rational human, I hope to see you next Tuesday.
Susan Ibitz is a former political influence consultant, profiler, and civilian hostage negotiator. With expertise, studies, and masters in human behavior, behavior economics, neuroscience, and a nerd for data, Susan works on the humans that grow your business. High performance, high behavior training. Teach corporations and employees how to hack into humans using behavior, neuroscience, and persuasion. Behavior economics. She has been called freaky and the top expert in her field by the Chicago Tribune and Psychology Today by showing how to profile anyone in 30 seconds. She is the author and researcher of Irrational Humans. People make 35,000 decisions a day, and 95% are irrational. But why and how?